Hey there, this is John Poltrock with the Poltrock team at RE/MAX in Murphy, North Carolina, Murphy's #1 real estate team. You can check us out online at ilovemurphy.com. And again, that's ilovemurphy.com. And I'm not so much here about real estate as I am about maintenance of your real estate. And there's one thing I absolutely love, and it's natural stone. As you can see, we have one section of our house that has stone on it, and across the top it has a ledger. And then it has what's called dry stack stone. In other words, you don't see the grout in between the stone. And as I get a little closer, you can actually see that there is not any grout lines in that stone. It's not until you get up top to that ledger that you see any grout whatsoever. And I'm going to go up there on the ladder here in just a moment. Now, this video is very impromptu. I'm just shooting it from my iPhone, so I'm a little jumpy because I'm just shooting it by hand. However, I thought this might be something great to share with you because it's kind of a honeydew thing. Now, in my business, I fix a lot of problems with real estate. And one of the things that we run into is problems with stonework. And what happens over time is water deteriorates the stone. Not so much the stone, but the way that it's adhered to whatever surface that it is. So, for example, the water will get into it, freeze and thaw, and freeze and thaw, and over time the grout and anything that it adheres the stone to whatever surface it is gives away, breaks, and then the stone falls off. Now, generally speaking, I see this between 10 and more years, but it does definitely happen. In fact, if you look up, our chimney is not stone. In fact, it is actually hardy board for that very reason, because I have fixed a lot of chimneys over the years and I didn't want us to have a problem with our chimney cap. We did elect to use this lower side to have stone for an accent, and one of the things that I think of all the time is maintenance. To me, it is better to take care of things up front than it is to let them go. So I wanted to figure out a way to make sure my stone lasts years and years and years and doesn't have a problem. So I started off with some very simple tools: ladder, broom to sweep off any crud. Over here in the corner, I've got a little vacuum to get the stuff that is not caught by the broom, and I swept off all the debris and anything that was up on top of that ledger. Now, hang on a second. This is going to jump while I climb up, but bear with me. Now, on our ledger, you can see stone by nature is not perfect. It has crevices all through here. It has crevices across the top, and then it has grout. Generally speaking, grout is your weakest link in stone. So it's important to take care of your stone if you want it to last a long time, and take care of your grout by doing just some basic maintenance to it. And you can see up here, see how dark my grout is? It's because I just finished sealing it. Now, as you look over here, where I've done it already, it's dried back out and you can't even tell it was done. There is something called 511 Impregnator Sealer. I love the name of that. I get to tease my wife about the Impregnator name, but it is really good stuff. It gives you a 20-year warranty, which frankly I don't believe. If I got 5 years out of it, I'll be tickled pink. But in like 5 years or so, I'll do this again. And all I did was take this stuff, it is clear just like water, and pour it out right on top of my stone, and I rubbed it in with an old t-shirt right through to make sure that all this grout is sealed. And what it does is it fills all the pores of the grout and the stone, which again, I'm not that worried about the stone, but just because I'm up here, I went ahead and did the stone, the edge, and the grout below, because water will come off your ledger, roll back, and hit your grout back here. So I went ahead and did that just to be safe. And then I also did this entire face all the way through here just to make sure it's well maintained and water sealed. What will happen is that this will keep the water from being able to enter the pores of both the grout and the stone, freeze in the winter, or just fill it and slowly deteriorate it, and it will definitely help the longevity of it. Now, because this is a dry stack across the face of it, there's no reason to seal it on the actual face of the rock, especially since this is completely vertical. But what will happen is if you have stone that has grout, where you can see grout through all this, it would not be a bad idea to take your sealer and put it in a garden sprayer, pressure your garden sprayer up, and step back and just spray the whole thing. And then that way it will give it a really good overcoat, and then you can go back by hand once you've sprayed it and actually rub it in really good to make sure that it takes into all the grout and therefore makes it last a lot longer. If your stone and grout is covered by roof, so example, we have a section where our stone, hang on, let me see if I can climb over this rail and show you. We have a section over here where this is actually covered by roof. I'm not worried about this section. I'm worried about this section here that's exposed to the elements and the rain coming down. Those are the sections that you want to worry about. Now, one thing I do notice is that this stuff is for stone, natural stone, tile, slate, ceramic tile, quartz, and grout surfaces. It does not list that it's made for fake rock or engineered rock, as it's called by the manufacturer, but I do not know if it would work as well with that stuff. I would assume it would, since it's made of concrete and it would fill the pores. But again, double check with the sealer companies out there and see if it would. But it really does a good job of making sure that your product lasts a long time and looks absolutely beautiful. A little bit of care up front goes a long way to make sure that your home stays beautiful. Thanks for staying tuned. I hope this helps you a bunch. Seal your rock, make it last a long time, and enjoy this natural thing that God made. Take care. Check us out on ilovemurphy.com or give us a call at 1-866-MURPHY-NC if you're interested in real estate in the mountains of beautiful western North Carolina. Take care.